They want to see this dude rap with bars. Dude, it's hard with a new pack of cards. Yeah, it's what my friends say. But when I end days, know that I'm gonna roll with my homie that's an ente. Yeah, you know we gon' get it. We getting dirty early. Yeah, we got that number 130. I don't remember what that means, but it's cool he's on my team. So you know it's what I've seen. I'm the king, I need a queen. Yeah, that's right. And you be hearing them. I bring my lyrics in. I think I need a queen and I can call her Miriam. That's right. Yeah, what I think of you, it's not a Pikachu, but she's got hair that's pink and blue. And Pikachu is in the mirror, if you're really hearing them. So make it clearer, that goes back to Miriam. You know you love it, yeah, and getting there wins. You're preparing to get a new friend, that's pairing. Get it, preparing, got the double R. I'm bringing it so hard with these bars, now you know we'll take it far. Now it's great, what you want, pretty mommy? Yeah, girl, I can rock it like I was Giovanni, hey.
Welcome to Close the Door Behind You podcast with special guest Isaac Knox. So Isaac, I saw Isaac perform at a battle rap comedy show during the New York Comedy Festival, in which our Lord and Savior ChrisTos participated in. Mm-hmm. By the way, ChrisTos, we were doing a podcast that day. Yeah. ChrisTos tells me, hey, do you want to come to this battle rap I'm going to do in about an hour and a half? Yeah. Hey, I need to write something. I don't have this is an hour and a half before thing. I look at him and I'm like, I didn't want to convey fear to him, but I was terrified. And then we went there and I saw the people that were there. I was literally shitting in my pants. By the way, ChrisTos, he went up, he got crushed, but he did very well for only having an hour and a half preparation.
Well, I was also wanted to make it fun, like a comedy show. You know?
I mean, you had one of the like feel-good battles because there was like chemistry and there was like any hit sort of bounced off. You know what I mean? Like, which is a good way to be in that room. That room was, because it was New York Comedy Festival. Even though I come from the battle rap world, I assumed it was going to be more like a comedy room. Mm-hmm. And then I walked in and I was like, oh, this has the intensity of a real rap battle event. And so I immediately felt for all the comics because I got nervous and I was like, I should be the comfortable one, but I also like didn't do as much prep as I normally do, and
it didn't show, bro.
Well, thank you.
It was like the room. By the way, you guys, it was like walking into 8 Mile.
Dude, it was just a sea of like white teeth. Because it was really dark in there.
And then me, one white guy in the audience. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, everyone I knew that was, I mean, I knew a lot of comics there too, but then that didn't make me feel better either.
Because then you're like, oh, I might bomb in front of my friends. Because it's like, it's not just that it's an uncomfortable, it's not just like it's a character show. It's something where there's an energy and almost this like, cool factor that has to be pulled off, and it's like, as comics, that's never a requirement. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah. You're more shitting on yourself.
I was like, I should have I dressed like joking rap battle when I was like, I should have dressed like more swag, so that they respected me. You know, but
bro, it was a cool event though.
But Isaac went up and crushed it. Like, dude. There was like everybody was having fun and like kind of like insulting each other, and then there was this dude named Isaac Knox who just came in and dude, you went bananas. I was like, who is this guy?
Dude, wait till you ask him more questions. That's not even the coolest thing about him.
What is the coolest thing about
There's a lot of cool things.
Oh, well, that's a lot of pressure on whatever I state as being cooler than that. What do you guys want to know?
Well, actually, how long have you been doing like the battle rap thing?
Yeah, I actually got into my first like professional sort of that setting where you prepare and do a cappella rounds, like the whole modern format. I started in 2011, so a long time ago. Funny enough, there's this story where in high school I was starting to get into like the local hip hop scene, and I was like writing raps, and I had like a high school rap group, so I'm getting into the scene a little bit. And I go to this event at UCF because I'm from Orlando, and they had this event called Battle of the Elements. So it was just different elements of hip hop would have tournaments. So I just went to watch, and somebody signed me up for the freestyle battle, and I didn't know until they called my name.
Whoa.
And round one, and I'd been freestyling, but I didn't think of myself as a battler. I was almost arrogant. I was like, I make music, then I'm not a battler. You know what I mean? Like, don't put me in that. But I stumbled through the first round and somehow got out of it and like went on, and then sort of hit a rhythm and ended up. This is not the point of the story, but I ended up winning the tournament.
Hell yeah!
Which is which is cool. Also, so I grew up like super Christian, and so I think this is both lame and funny. I did not stay to get my trophy because I didn't want to miss curfew. And then I told my parents that I won, but I didn't stay for and they're like, "Why didn't you stay?" Like my conservative parents were like, "Stay out and get your trophy."
This was in high school?
It was in high school.
I mean, that is a logical, like, you know,
Yeah.
what are they going to be mad at you? Like, hey, I just won this rap battle I was accidentally signed up for.
Yeah, but the point of that is there was this like emerging battle rap league called Grindtime, which was one of the trailblazers for the event that we just did and things like it. And they were in their infancy, and they were like, "Hey, we'd love you to come like do a battle." And I said no because I thought I was like, no, I'm an artist, you know, all this stuff like. And then cut to 2 years later when I'm begging them for a tryout battle, and all the guys that got in that first year where I could have been are like celebrities in that world,
Right.
and like you got to be a super fan to know who I am. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, so obviously you do that and you do comedy.
Yeah.
Is there anything that like you copy your homework from one or the other on like how you do it?
Yeah, so the thing that was helpful was having to generate so much battle rap material for each battle very quickly, because it's like, you know, if you're doing 2-minute rounds, you're writing like 40 bars for each round, so now it's 120 like rhymes basically, and you got to memorize and perform once, so you're generating a lot of material. So when I first got into stand-up, that was helpful because I was in a scene that had space to, like, you could be a new comic and do 10 minutes somewhere. It wasn't New York where, like, all the best are here, so it's so competitive. It was like there's space to grow and build out longer sets. So the battle rap muscle helped me just generate material faster, but learning how to make it work, how to make my energy, you have to shift the energy a lot. It's not... You know, if it's too formulaic setup, punch, and stand up, it feels unnatural. So that was the bigger shift, was how do I be more natural, more conversational? Maybe something works when you make it rhyme and give it a rhythm, but doesn't work when you just sort of like say it as a statement or an observation. So there was a lot of that adjustment that had to happen. But I was very fortunate that when I jumped into the stand-up scene and was excited about it, I could just keep having new things to throw at the wall, just because that was my default, was generate a lot of material.
So does that translate to crowd work when you're improvising in a way, or? Yeah,
a little bit. It's I'd say that in either in a heckler situation or it's like you know, in some ways this is cheesy, but because I'm a freestyler, like wordplay comes to me faster as a joke form. So sometimes when you're doing crowd work with somebody, I'm always envious of the comics that just have like a great observation about what happened. For me, is I'll take the theme you just gave me, and oftentimes I'll just resort to like a wordplay on the subject you gave me, which for me, because it's my default, feels like the cheap way out, but can be effective and comes from my battle rap background.
Yeah, because it's pretty unique to everybody else.
Yeah.
So can we try an exercise? Here's an example. All right.
Yeah.
I'm in the crowd. I'm a little drunk.
Yeah.
Actually, because of
you're a little drunk and you grab the Celsius.
Our sponsor.
There we go.
There we go.
Shout out to Izakaya Juraku. So our sponsor, if you're ever in Manhattan and you want to hang out somewhere super cool, come to Izakaya Juraku. They can serve you a nice Asahi, 0% if you're on the wagon, if you're having trouble with your alcohol, you want to stay off the alcohol, or if you're still boozing it and kicking it up a notch, come have a real Asahi. But come down to Izakaya Juraku.
Yeah, I personally don't drink unless I plan on driving a school bus later that day.
Yeah, so it's a good way to be.
Yeah.
Actually, in Florida, that's the requirement. You actually can't get your driver's license unless you're drunk during the test. Yeah, I'll try which. Oh, you just want me to play off of this?
No, you can have whichever one you want.
I'm gonna go with the can.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's alcohol.
This is alcohol, you guys.
That's a real deal. Where are you from? What part of Orlando are you from?
East Orlando.
Yep.
So yeah, like for those that know, like Avalon, Waterford, UCF area.
Oh,
Yeah.
like Oviedo. Kinda?
Oviedo,
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, he knows his Florida.
Let's go.
I know my Florida
Let's
well.
go.
Yeah.
How do you
land
know
of
this?
He was
the
trapped by a
I
Latina
like
mommy.
tattoos, toothless people who smoke tobacco, live in trailers, and vote for Trump.
Oh, there you go.
The 5 T's.
The 5 T's. The 5 T's. Although, ironically, not teeth. So 5 teeth at most.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not going to do like my material here, but I do jokes about Bithlo, which is a city just outside of Oviedo, where was my first job was working at a Taco Bell there, and it's the most buck wild. Exactly what you described, like combination of 30 teeth in the city, and like sweet people, but I guess I only have a sweet experience with them because I am white. I know it's not that way for others.
So I was an
it's
emergency.
terrible, yeah.
I was an emergency doctor at Osceola.
Oh wow.
Okay, so I was an emergency physician in Orlando, and let's just say that we would oftentimes have people with a high tattoo to tooth ratio.
Yep. Oh, for sure.
That was
Wouldn't it be like a counter ratio? Like
no high tattoo to tooth
so
ratio.
they have extra teeth?
Many tattoos to the amount of teeth they have.
Yeah,
There
so
are
high
as
tattoo to
that's
tooth
an
ratio.
inverse.
as there are tattoos.
Yeah,
Right.
it's in that city. The way the tooth fairy works is you don't get like a quarter under your pillow. She gives you a tattoo. So that's how it goes. Every time you lose a tooth, you wake up with a new tattoo.
And then the kid wakes up and is like, "Look, mommy, my first one was on my face."
Exactly. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna tell a story. Where should I set this down safely?
We used to have a desk, but
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, you could
it got a
just
little rowdy here. You
hold
could
it.
either put it there or just hold it or stick it between your legs.
Yeah,
like most
exactly.
people
Wait,
in
you
Florida
worked
do.
at Taco Bell. What's the safest and best order at Taco Bell?
The safest order at Taco Bell is probably Wendy's. No, okay. So here's what we would make ourselves when, like, we made employee meals.
Yeah.
Is none of this is safe because it's like all their food in one thing. But what we would do is we would make ourselves like a chicken taco. We'd put the potatoes on it, get the cheese and all that, but not the nacho cheese yet. And then we would sort of chalupa style. You could do this as a burrito too. Get the like bigger shell, put nacho cheese, and you could also put ground beef in that. And then you put it on the grill. And so you get this like grilled double layer, like that's what we'd make ourselves. So not safest, but most delicious.
It's like a panini.
100%. It's like a layered panini. It's like
And then you dip it in the nacho sauce.
then you dip it in the nacho sauce for sure.
Can you order that like a McGangbang?
Oh, they should call it a and even at Taco Bell they should call it a McGangbang for sure.
Yeah.
What's the story with the beans there? Are they like powdered beans or are they real beans?
Okay, so while I don't know for certain what they are, I do know that there would be days where it was slow and the beans would completely dry up, and then someone would order something that needed beans in it, and so they would just like pour hot water and beat it until it was soft enough.
That makes sense.
And then serve it. But I do know that at no point can you see a full bean shape. You can see lumps, but not full bean
Right. Well, that's
shapes.
why I asked because it's been a little bit curious to me.
That's how it looks like it when it comes out of my butt.
100%.
It's never changed form.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that's and that's how food should be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Just
Exactly.
disgusting.
Exactly. What is poop if not showing us our food's real self? And I don't want food to lie to me by being pretty.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's almost more humane.
Exactly. Like why are you putting on a face? You know what I
Right.
mean? This is like when you meet someone who's like beautiful and then has the worst personality and lies to you and all that stuff. No. Look like how you're gonna come out.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
I want to know what I'm getting into.
That's why
That's an
I
honest relationship.
exclusively eat corn and refuse to date Koreans.
There you go. There you go. See, Taco Bell is an honest relationship.
Yep.
That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, dude, you could have a sex with a Korean woman, have a baby, pops out, and you're like, what the fuck is this? This baby looks Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible.
Yep.
So you were gonna say something about the McGangbang?
What was it? It was before the tattoo thing.
Yeah,
we're
tattoo
all
thing.
over the. So this is true. I grew up with this dude. I won't say his first name, but his last name is Drinkwater, and he'll know who he is. And I had marine biology class with him, and he lived in Bithlo, so that's the point of all this. And so we had marine biology class together, and I remember he was the first kid I knew in school that, like, in class was just like chewing tobacco and like spitting it in the middle of class, and the teacher hated it, and he was always hitting on this girl, and she was saying no to him the whole year. So point of all that setup is he comes in one day. This is the tattoo thing. He comes in because his name is Drinkwater. He had just H2O written across his arm, and someone he had got drunk and like tatted H2O, like real deal tattoo. Next day he comes in with a huge bandage because his parents made him cut it out.
No.
They made him cut out the H2O tattoo. And
now he just has a huge scar on his arm.
Yes, but
this is when you guys were kids, like you were teenagers.
Yeah, we were 10th or 11th grade.
Dude, it was
Yeah.
it was elementary school. It was 5th grade.
Someone calls CPS on the Drinkwater.
100%.
Holy shit.
And the best ending to this is he married that girl that he was hitting on every day in class.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it shows persistence works.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. By the way, do you like Pokemon?
I do.
Because it's time, guys.
It's time?
It's time
Let's
for
do it.
Pokemon. So here on the Closed Door Behind You podcast, ChrisTos is going to first give our salutation to the Japanese government as we are sponsored by Japanese Pokemon.
こんばんは。ありがとうございました、皆さん。ポケモンは一番好き。行きましょう。Today's pack is the Mega Evolutions pack. They've really been getting bullshit. They have not been good, but let's see if you're lucky.
Bro, I'm psyched about this. Dude, I'm old enough to remember getting up on like early mornings to watch the Pokemon actual cartoon air.
Have you ever done a rhyme about Pokemon?
I don't know that I have.
Pokemon cards or anything like that?
I'm happy to.
There you go.
Should I do this in rhyme form?
That would be cool.
All right.
Yeah, rhyme the cards
so
that you
cool.
find.
Are either of you comfortable beatboxing?
Yeah, I could do it.
All right. Give me a beatbox, ChrisTos.
Oh, wait. All right.
Yeah. Got a beatbox, he rocks, spitting with them lips though. Funny cause I got ChrisTos when I spit flows. I'm going with those, open up the Pokemon. Hopefully I'll read them, if not, I'm feeling woe be gone. Yeah, now actually with these battle MCs, it's funny, it's hard to read cause it's in Japanese. Yeah, let's see if I recognize them. If not, then I will not be able to say an item, okay? Yeah, no, I will not fail. I'm pretty sure this evolves into Ninetales. Is that true? No, I'm completely wrong. I'm completely screwing up this song, but it's fine. It's the Pokemon and this one is blue. Yeah, I wish that I knew which one to choose. If any of this was in English, I would rhyme all their names and sound like a genius. But you know, it's great. Yeah, I will not embarrass words, kind of like the writing. I am a crazy character. They know I love it. Now you know that that's a man. Is this a Pokemon? I need to ask Japan. Got him in my hand. Got the whole pack. Either way, you know I'm about to keep it on track. Yeah, now the freestyle was all about to crash. Like the original master, I'll burn it down to ash. Hey.
I told you guys. That was insane.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I want to see you do it with American Pokemon.
Yeah. Let me do one in English.
Dude, I gotta throw out this Zin. It's like burning
Hey.
through my fingers.
Hey, can I have one? Do you have one for me?
I don't have
Yeah.
any. I have them in my car. I'll bring them out after.
Do you eat Zins?
Heck yeah. You know, I've
Did it
never
make
had.
you-
Isn't that
Oh,
crazy?
you haven't?
Isn't that
Okay.
crazy?
I'm not an advocate of tobacco, but
Yeah.
nicotine's actually pretty good. It actually makes your it's a nootropic.
It's a new.
You take any nootropic? I mean, you're
Nootropic.
obviously doing a lot of writing and
Yeah.
stuff. What do you do to aid yourself in writing? Do you drink caffeine or soda coffee?
Yeah. So
Cocaine,
I get
crystal meth?
real nerdy to all of it, all the above,
Right.
but all just in one elixir. Yeah, it's like remember we used to go to the soda fountain and get one of everything.
Yes,
It's just
you
me.
just load it
just
up?
Me
Cool.
with drugs. No, I definitely do have a caffeine addiction, but I'm such a nerd about this. This is not gonna sound cool, but like I can go down the aisle in any convenience store, bodega, whatever, where they have the energy drinks, and I can tell you my hierarchy of which ones I would put in my body and which ones I wouldn't touch and why.
I love that.
And I'm so like,
I'm curious. What? So
anal
which
about
ones?
it.
Like what? How? So what is your hierarchy? Because I'm the
So-
same way. I'm addicted to those things too.
Yeah, so I sort of forced myself because I'd gotten way too dependent. So I was like, all right, I want to cut out the like completely artificial caffeine ones. So immediately I lost out on the classics like Monster, Red Bull, NOS, all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
And so I would say that my like middle of the bar, or like I will have it, is probably a Celsius. Hopefully this doesn't cost you guys anything
No,
because
Celsius is
they're
good.
they're on my good list. They're on my nice list. And because they give you so much good stuff. But I'll also, I guess without naming names, because again, I wanna be respectful of your sponsorship.
That's okay.
No, dude,
That's all right.
you think we care, dude?
True. So basically, I'll tell you what I look for is if the ingredient just says caffeine, it's artificial. If it says where it's from, if it says green tea caffeine, green tea extract, coffee bean extract, says anything like that, or if it says natural caffeine, then it is naturally sourced.
And that's
All those
better?
are good. Those
Okay.
are I just figured that's better. And then and I will settle for something that's got sucralose in it, but again, I'm sounding like such an uncool nerd. But I'd rather it be sweetened by like stevia, monk fruit. There's a few other like healthier alternatives and all that. So I'm the guy that reads the can and is like, I'll put that in my body.
Okay, so if you were to walk into a convenience store and every one of the typical ones were on the shelves, which one are you going with?
I might go with Riot Energy is really good.
Never had that one. Okay.
I might go with this one. The name is just called Gorgie, but it's a
That's
good one.
very attractive
Yeah,
name. I like
it's an
that.
attractive name.
I'm gonna have a Gorgie.
That one's all clean. I'll go with anything from like the Fit Aid, Life Aid brand.
Okay.
Fit Aid?
Fit Aid or Life Aid. I'll go with any of those. What else sort of fits on there? One that's another borderline but is like blowing up is there's a company called Bloom. And
Okay.
so theirs are they make the cut for me.
I've seen those.
But yeah,
Dude, I used to
nerd out on
drink
that.
a 4-pack of Monster. So I used to do
Yeah.
overnight shifts in the emergency room.
Disgusting.
And so I'd have to be like, you don't want like your doctor lollygagging to your bed at 4 a.m. when
Yeah.
you get stabbed.
Yeah,
you
I
want him
also
to be
don't
like,
want
hey,
my-
shut the fuck up, get the fuck away. You want
Yeah,
that
yeah.
guy being your doctor. You don't necessarily want to like be maybe in a relationship with that person, but
Yeah.
you definitely need him like running to your bed. So anyway, I would
I
drink
don't
so
want my
much Monster.
doctor pounding monsters, though. That's
What do
kinda
you
weird.
really? What do you want?
Yeah,
you
'cause
want him to
he's,
like be like
over there jittery, like, hey, what's up?
Does anybody
mean-
know how to draw blood here?
Oh, come on.
That's what you want. No, you want to be like, get the fuck out of the way. Give me the IV. You guys know what the fuck you're talking
right,
about.
that's
Boom,
fair.
boom, boom.
Okay,
Right, give me the
fine.
fucking.
Okay, then I would
epinephrine.
argue cocaine for the doctors.
Yeah. If it's an
Listen-
emergency room doctor.
Yeah.
And you know what? Maybe that is the proper balance. Like, does cocaine saves lives?
Yeah.
He
I
should
think,
be
I think come out on
legalized.
top. Yeah.
I don't want my doctor stoned on pot.
Yeah,
you know?
can we make this exception? Congress, can we have an exception for
Yeah.
doctors, emergency room doctors?
No, Congress wants to keep all the coke for themselves.
Do you know
That's
there
true.
It's the only
actually
thing
is
keeping Nancy
cocaine that you
alive.
could prescribe as a doctor? It really is. Like it comes down. So the only time I've ever seen it that is prescribed
Yeah.
was for an ENT operation, or like we just had to like pack somebody's nose that wouldn't
Yeah.
stop bleeding, and it came down. It's in this blue vial,
Yeah.
and it's a liquid, and then you could soak it, but it's insane. Obviously you're like trying to go like,
How do
am
you
I gonna
snort
like take
liquid
some of this?
cocaine?
Yeah.
Well, you don't snort it. You have to like soak it into like some gauze, pledge it, and then you shove it up their nose to make the bleeding stop and the pain go away.
Yo,
That's
dope.
wild.
Yeah, it's super wild.
Pretty much every drug has a medicinal use, right? Like in some way, shape, or form. Obviously not in the way it's typically used, but
A lot of them do. I
Yeah.
don't want to say everyone because I'll probably get myself into trouble. But yeah, I mean, for
Sure.
example, fentanyl
mm-hmm.
is an excellent drug when given at the proper quantities.
Yeah.
Which is very small amounts because it's short acting. We used to use it
I would
all
bend
the time.
over backwards for some right now.
Do you have my kit?
Okay.
You want
You don't
start an
have
IV on him?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll get
can
him.
start
What
an
do
IV
you
on
want? 50
you.
mics?
Yeah.
All right.
No, okay, yeah.
Do you want to do it? Okay.
Let's
so,
do it.
the only thing is this last one is Japanese, but this is a Mega Lucario.
Mega
Yeah,
Lucario?
this is Mega
Is that good?
Lucario.
Yeah.
Yeah, really cool. And then, unfortunately, the only English ones I have are mostly like people. But this is Perrin, this is Miriam, and this is Team Rocket's Giovanni, who
All
you
right.
obviously know. And then Entei.
I love this. So, wait, give me, so yeah. Entei, Miriam, Just Perrin or Perrine?
I think it's Perrin. It doesn't matter.
Perrin. Hey, all right. I'm ready to go in.
Yeah? Okay. Do you want another beat?
Yeah, give me another beat.
Did you like that one?
Yeah.
You know,
I'm good with whatever.
I can do the humming and beating too. You know that?
I'm down with that.
You've heard people do
I've
this?
heard people do that. They're like, hey, yeah. Shout out to other freestylers. You need to be able to use any beat or you're not real. Yeah.
Why? Was that a difficult beat?
No. It wasn't. But when you, it was the previous song.
You can do any beat. You gotta do it.
When a retard like ChrisTos shows up, you got to be able to play along with him. So
no. You're right.
Keep it real, boys and girls.
Beat. I'm gonna make do with it because I'm a professional.
Guys,
I was so excited.
How hard I'm working. No. That was I was referring when you said any beat.
Yeah.
That's just immediately where my head goes. Is my biggest pet peeve with like freestylers is we're like, no, give me another beat or change it up or it was too fast or too slow. Like I hate that. Like it doesn't matter if I have preferences. I'm very precious about this art form. It's like, if you can do it, you can do it over anything. That being said, you actually had a pretty good humming beatbox, and I would love another one.
Okay, that was nice. You see how he's trying to rectify this?
No, you did great, man.
All right.
But it was funny to have him make fun of you over it, but continue.
All right, ready?
See, this freestylers, when you get a pretty decent beat, give it a decent freestyle. All right, yo. They want to see this dude rap with bars. Dude, it's hard with a new pack of cards. Yeah, it's what my friends say. But when I end days, know that I'm gonna roll with my homie that's an ente. Yeah, you know we gon' get it. We getting dirty early. Yeah, we got that number 130. I don't remember what that means, but it's cool he's on my team. So you know it's what I've seen. I'm the king, I need a queen. Yeah, that's right. And you be hearing them. I bring my lyrics in. I think I need a queen and I can call her Miriam. That's right. Yeah, what I think of you, it's not a Pikachu, but she's got hair that's pink and blue, and Pikachu is in the mirror if you're really hearing them, so make it clearer. That goes back to Miriam. You know you love it, yeah, and getting there wins. You're preparing to get a new friend, that's pairing. Get it? Preparing. Got the double R. I'm bringing it so hard with these bars. Now you know we'll take it far. Now it's great. What you want, pretty mommy? Yeah, girl, I can rock it like I was Giovanni. Hey, they said I rock it. Said that you can put it in a socket. Either way, you gotta lock it. I'm on the topic. Yeah, and that's great. Bro, we got the Japanese one, but it's my fate. See, I am old school like Sega and Mario. And then I got Mega Lucario. I remembered the sounds, but not the exact way that it went around. I just didn't remember the details. But when me fails, I will just know I'll turn him to female. Yeah, and you know you great. It's looking hieroglyphic. Or not hieroglyphic. Yeah, I just missed it. Yo, holographic. Yeah, and now you know that I can rap it. It's a habit. See, this is proof that none of this was written down. None of this was prepared. You know that I could spit it now and we scared? Nah, we actually be brave in it. I will be your favorite kid. That's the reason everything I say is sick. Yeah, you know that I won't make y'all take long, but I'm about to hit you with this freaking blaze ball. See, now I'm going into the details. Now we're back at it. Now you know that you can check your Gmail because I got delivery. You kidding me? I'm giving these. Either way, I could rap from Japan to Italy. Yeah, and why are you talking to this guy? I'm about to tell y'all goodnight. That's Oyasumi Nasai. Hey.
Yo! Let's
Dude, that was sick, bro.
Hey.
Can we make that our theme song?
Wow, man.
That's fire, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. The Mega Lucario part was great.
I mean, obviously you had to fill it in because
yeah,
I couldn't
but that
remember
made
the name.
it cool.
Yeah.
That was nice, dude.
It's funny. It's there's this thing where I was like, oh, I want to remember what that is, but instead of remembering it, I just remembered the like rhyme sounds. You know what I mean?
Mario.
So like when I got to it, I was like, oh, I know it rhymes with Sega and Mario, but then I did not remember Mega Lucario. Yeah.
Oh, that was
dude,
awesome.
that's great. Yeah.
All right, well, I think that actually brings us right into the position of the lightning round.
The lightning round.
So,
is this also sponsored by Asahi?
The lightning round today is sponsored by our sponsor, Izakaya Juraku, has provided us with Asahi. How is that Asahi?
It's good.
Not bad. Is it cold enough?
Yeah.
Super good.
Super good.
Very much so.
Good.
Yes.
So the lightning round is a segment on the Closed Door Behind You podcast where we ask the same questions to all of our guests. So I'm going to start it off. Isaac Knox, you find yourself in trouble, and unfortunately, you're arrested. You're in jail.
Yeah.
They give you one phone call. Who you calling?
I am calling former President Obama.
You have him on? You could call him like that?
I just assume the police station has his number, and it's like, you know, I feel like it'd be good for I feel like he would get good PR out of it. Not that he needs it, but it'd be like, yeah, you know, Obama, and he would have the answers.
White rapper coming
yeah.
to yeah.
Also,
all right.
I feel like I'd never otherwise have a reason to call him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm in an emergency. Let me see if I can throw this Hail Mary out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Maybe they don't even call your bluff, you know?
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, this guy's connected.
Yeah. And so then they have to do whatever they don't want to disappoint the guy that knows Obama, right? And then that gets me out of it. Or what happens is Obama doesn't take my call, and then I get to become TikTok famous by being like, Obama let me stay in jail, and I didn't even, you know, it works either way, you know?
Or he does answer, helps you, doesn't have the context, and then an article comes out that says, Barack Obama, what are his secret ties to child murderer Isaac Knox?
Yeah. Give no context for what I did, and it's the most heinous thing in the world. Oh, man.
All right, you're up.
Okay. What is one life hack that you have that you think more people should know about, that you don't want to gatekeep?
That I don't want to gatekeep is reversing your day rest-wise. So what I do, and I think this is good for creatives, is a lot of us will beat ourselves up because we feel like we have to wake up and immediately be productive, but then we can't rest effectively because we get home at night, and we're creatives. That's when our neurons are firing. That's when we're like wanting to get stuff done. So at least for myself, it becomes very, very hard to like get any kind of effective rest, like chilling rest during the evening, watching something or whatever it is. So I will start my day with the laziest part of my day, knowing that after that, I'm just going to go until I crash into the pillow. And that's way more effective rest for me.
And then how did you figure this out?
During COVID, I figured out that because we all had so much time on our hands, we were all just binging things and then creating things and all that. And it was just like, you know, boredom and playtime all the time. And I discovered that every time I was watching a movie in the afternoon or evening, I wouldn't even finish it. I'd get an idea for something, which is fine, or I would just be on my phone, or I just couldn't get locked in. And then I found that if I was watching before noon, before I'd have my caffeine, like a bad movie could lock me in. Like I could get like emotionally invested and brought to tears in the morning, but it's not going to happen once like I'm on, you know?
Yeah, that's interesting, like about how we all had like permission to try all that kind of stuff during COVID because we all had like all the time in the world. Yeah. So you could sleep all day or do whatever, do things that you wouldn't normally do because you've never had that kind of time. Yeah. What's some other things that you discovered during that time about yourself?
What did I discover about myself?
Was that when you decided to come to New York? Or?
That is when I decided to come to New York. So I had like a wild 2019 and 2020. So I was still doing the freestyle thing, but like start of 2019, I'm in Orlando, married, have a house, like, and have this like business that's really chugging along, but especially like based in Orlando. We had created shows for the theme parks, and we had residencies there. And by the end of 2020, I had none of those things. I had zero of those things.
Right, because it was all shut down.
It was all shut down, but also like in 2019, my marriage ended and we sold the house and we did all these things, right? And so I started 2020 like back with my parents and trying to rebuild all this stuff. So I spent a lot of 2020 trying to figure out what it looked like to sort of rebuild, especially because the first part of the year looked like, and everyone has a story, so I'll spare you the whole sob story, but we thought that as a company that this was the dream come true year because we were having these meetings with like networks and stuff that were like, this is the stuff you dream of, like flying out to New York and LA for these big exciting it's gonna happen meetings, and then obviously none of it did. So yeah, that's when I was like, all right, well, let me just see it. If it's a reset, then I can take the connections, experience, the know-how that I have, and instead of trying to like climb the mountain here in Orlando again, let me see if I can climb a bigger one, and so New York was kind of the way to go for it.
Yeah, way more mountains in New York.
Way more mountains in New York.
Geographically speaking.
Yes. Whereas in Orlando, we have so many. We have Splash, Space, Big Thunder.
They're all artificially constructed.
They're all
mountains.
artificial.
Volcano Bay. You got Volcano Bay.
We have Volcano Bay.
That's a big
We have a
mountain.
few landfills. Yes.
And
we
really,
have
that's
the inhabitants of Oviedo. A lot of mountains. Yeah.
You also have a lot of fat giant people.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're called tourists.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. wanna go
Let's
to
see.
Disney.
The next question is: I am actually a licensed physician. Do you have any medical advice that you would need?
Oh, did I need? I thought you were asking me for medical advice. I'd be like, you should have your license removed. Do I?
You need any medical advice?
Yeah, something ailing you.
Something ailing me. What is all right? Because you see that I'm graying. I'm not as spry as I used to be. I now have to stretch before I like play sports or anything like that.
It gets worse.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. What is a simple daily thing that can prevent sort of the typical ailings you see? Back problems,
Aging.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Just sleep.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's many things that you could do, but I would say that if you can somehow get in an environment to get good sleep, then that's gonna do wonders for you. I am like the opposite. I'm the worst sleeper because I was an emergency physician for so many years, and I was working nights and then days. Like I have a very difficult time falling asleep or staying asleep.
Yeah.
But if you can really, there's so much magical stuff that happens that we don't even really know about that happens during sleep. But if you're able to like create a situation that is devoid of external stimulus and you're able to get yourself to sleep, no TV, whatever, and get yourself, like how many hours of sleep at night do you need?
Probably at least 7.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're able to get yourself 7 hours of sleep a night and consistently, I think that's like the simplest thing you could possibly do.
Yeah.
Probably another thing, and it's very difficult to do living in a city, is number one, get really good sleep because it's loud and there's so many distractions. There's so many exogenous substances that people are trying to shove into you.
Yeah.
But another thing is to have an exercise regimen.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, whether it's like, you like to go running or you want to do jujitsu or you want to go cycling or something to keep yourself in and consistently do it. These are two things that will keep not only your body in effect, but your mind. And you don't even really attribute it to that. So, yeah.
People will think I'm 30 years old, but actually I'm 32.
Oh, yeah.
And that's because I walk my dog at a brisk pace while smoking a blunt.
There you go.
That is my recommendation.
I like it. You got that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could pass for 29 even.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
What a sweetheart.
Quick sleep follow-up question, if you don't mind. What are your thoughts on polyphasic sleeping? It's a thing I was reading up about a while ago. Like Kobe Bryant used to do it, and the idea is that you only need 4 hours of sleep if you go straight into REM, and you can kind of like divide it in different ways. So I guess he did 2 hours twice a day. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are that I don't think you can voluntarily do it.
Okay.
I think that you have to be inherently able to do it. Okay. And I think that guys like Kobe Bryant their brain is literally gifted in that it can do that. Yeah. And so some people literally can like survive on 4 hours of sleep and they're just crushing it all day. Those people just have like they have the luxury of having a brain that works like that. I don't, at least for me personally, you could never train my brain into be able to do that. So it sounds great. If there's a way to possibly hypnotize yourself into that, great. But I just don't see a way to do it. Have you ever tried that?
I saw his helicopter crash. I was in Santa Monica, like when it happened. It was like in the mountains. My friend is very wealthy. Yeah. His father's home was like right in the mountains. I literally saw.
By the way, they shoot RPGs at his friend's farm.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And they were out like fucking whatever.
Yeah, no, they don't shoot RPGs. What are you talking about?
Well, how did you hit the fucking helicopter?
I didn't attack Kobe Bryant. The helicopter crashed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't like an attack.
Kobe Bryant's a basketball player. RPGs is rebounds per game. So that's the opposite of shooting. That's receiving the shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope that clears things up.
Yeah, it actually makes it more confusing for me. But yeah, I actually
But did you actually? You were actually there?
Yeah, I was actually there.
When you first started saying it, I was like, all right, weird bit. Let's
Yeah.
do it. All right.
No, I was really there, and it was one of the biggest days of my career because I made a commercial that was featured in the Grammys and like filmed in the red carpet and all that kind of stuff. I was dressed up, ready to go to the Grammys. I was like, let's fucking go. I'm gonna hang out with like all these famous people. It's gonna be like a sick time. And then the morning I wake up, like I'm drinking coffee in my friend's kitchen, and I see fucking smoke like going over there, and I was like, what the hell is that? I open the door, I see fucking like, I'm not so close, but like I could see them like they're Lego sized, you know? And I'm just over there, I'm like, holy shit. Then I check like news notifications, and it's like Kobe Bryant. I was like, oh fucking shit. And my first thought was like, great, Grammys are ruined now. And they were. They were ruined because we went over there, and it was like, because the Grammys were at the stadium where he played. So there were all these vigils around, and I'm walking there like supposed to be like bubbly, happy in a suit and all this kind of stuff. And there's like all these vigils. I had no real connection to Kobe Bryant. I'm not a big basketball guy. And then I was
you're
like,
not supposed to have a smile on your face at a funeral.
yeah, exactly. So we go in, and then the whole show is like dedicated to Kobe Bryant. Everything's Kobe Bryant. I was like, what about my commercial?
I'm so sorry that Kobe Bryant's death and the death of many others inconvenienced your fun day, your fun little visit to
It was a big deal for me.
No, I do get that. It's crazy. So for me, like basketball is my first love. I was a big Kobe fan, and the day that he passed, my group was performing outside of the Orlando Magic game for this like fan fest, and it was the gloomiest show to do, understandably, but it's like, so it's nothing but basketball fans, and we're supposed to be doing this freestyle show and punchlines and jokes about what we're seeing and the jerseys you're wearing, and like we sort of did the thing, but it was so eerie. And then this is the part that like I have mixed feelings sharing this, but I'm just gonna, because who cares? So in my personal life, Kobe Bryant died just like 2 days after my divorce finalized, right?
Shit.
But what's funny to me is, and this is no slight to my ex-wife, but like my mom hugged me harder and longer after Kobe Bryant died than she ever had for anything, right? Because marriage is a important thing, but like ball is life. You know what I mean? And like that's
that's your boy.
That's
your hero.
Yeah.
That's a mom who knows her son.
Exactly.
That's a she was never good enough for my son, but Kobe was a legend.
All right, what's your next question?
Oh yeah. So what is one topic that you have a lot of knowledge about that people might be surprised that you do?
Well, it's kind of the energy drink thing, for sure. What's another thing that I really nerd out on?
Well, talk about your Asia experiences and stuff like that. He's a polyglot too.
Well, I mean, I've lost it, but yeah, I did. I knew some basic Japanese for a while, and yeah, I've done a lot of work out there, both through the theme park connections and all that, which was the like first time I went out there. Was I ended up like working with some people at Universal Osaka, but then I've also been back to Asia because I perform for the military, and so I've been able to perform at bases in Okinawa, Haneda, also in Singapore, and in an island called Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean. And so that's cool, especially because, again, we can all have like complicated feelings about it all, as do the people on the ground. But it is a very cool way to like just get to see the world as someone who does something so language based, a comedian, rapper, whatever, where it's like you can't just depend on the great voice and the sound of music to make you go internationally. Like they have to know what you're saying. And so being able to like through the military and through theme parks, be able to travel the world as a freestyler, and then on those trips and through that work be able to like explore these places. Like even though where I was doing work was some of the coastal areas in Osaka, I took every opportunity to take in as much Japan as I could. I deeply want to go back, but yeah, so that's sort of like that's the beginnings of it. I don't know if you guys want to know more or whatever. I don't know what else to give there. But
well, you took Japan or Japanese in like school or?
Well, I took it on my own because there was going to be because of like going there and everything like all the work that I was setting up there. I wanted to like feel more prepared, so I did two things. I used a program called Japanese Pod 101. Shout out, sponsor these guys. And then I also just did like audio lessons. So like that was like the Japanese pod was like full on like school basically, but go at your own pace.
Right.
And then the audio lessons was just anytime I was in my car, had headphones on.
Because I'm really impressed because I've actually been dating a Japanese girl for about 4 years now, and I know 2 words.
Hey.
And she knows 4 words in English, so actually he has the ideal relationship.
Yeah, we have no idea how to like, speak.
Yeah, she knows how to say stop right now, please.
Yeah, it's hand signals.
And police.
Yeah.
Police.
Yeah.
Yep, she knows how to dial 911.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
Yeah.
You have the ability to invite anybody living or dead to dinner. Who would that be?
Robin Williams.
Ah, great choice. Great
Yeah.
choice. I would too.
What's your favorite movie of his?
My favorite movie of his. You know what? There are cooler answers, but it's Hook. It's
Okay,
Hook.
really?
Hook is
Wow.
a great. That's a great movie.
It's so underrated. It's one of the best John Williams scores. It's like I think it's deeper than people give it credit for. The cast is kind of stacked. People forget
Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman. Glenn Close plays like an extra. Plays like
Julia Roberts is Tinkerbell.
Exactly. Julia Roberts, Dustin Hoffman.
Peak Julia Roberts, mind you. Peak Julia Roberts.
And Dame Maggie Smith is Granny Wendy.
Oh yeah.
She's Granny Wendy.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Holy shit.
It's so good.
Dude, Dustin Hoffman, you like when you figure out it's him, you're like, oh my god! But like the transformation,
100%, 100%.
I haven't even seen it. How bad is that? How old is it? Is it like 10, 20 years old? Like 20 years old.
1992, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's
really
30-something years old.
Oh,
It's very old. It's Spielberg.
Older than you guys.
It
It's
holds up
Spielberg.
though. It holds up very well.
Yeah. And there's I mean, this is like you haven't seen it, but
Rufio.
It's so freaking iconic. But like there's. For Spielberg, he had said something to the effect of like that film and that like the journey that Peter goes on is about him like falling in love with film again and about like creating films being about finding your inner child, and it's why he still makes like UFO movies and he still makes like films that feel like what he was making when he was a kid and stuff that feels like accessible for all ages.
Right.
And so like he sort of was putting himself into that, and there's a scene where Peter sort of discovers who he is again through like the Lost Boys.
Yeah.
And the whole scene is supposed to be like what filmmaking is to Spielberg.
That's
wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
With Robin Williams, man, actually, it's funny. Like Robin Williams, obviously an incredible comedic character, but the 2 films that I love the most are When Dreams May Come.
Okay.
That's a great movie.
And Dead Poet Society.
Yes.
Both are not comedic at all, but like something about them, and they weren't, like Dead Poet Society, very popular.
Yeah.
What Dreams May Come, not yet. One of the deepest like things I've ever seen.
That's
like,
later Robin Williams. You know, what's the other one? 1 Hour Photo? Like
1 Hour Photo, he's great in that. He's
deep
great in
too,
Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
He's great Bicentennial Man. I mean, obviously we know him for like Mrs. Doubtfire and Flubber and the Genie and
Jumanji is another good one slept on, dude.
That's right.
That first Jumanji is so much better than the new ones they made.
Yeah.
It's not even comparable.
Bro, that was another COVID thing. I had way too much time on my hands. This is how you know that like I don't have a real job, because when COVID happened, I had no responsibilities. And so everybody was like binging shows and franchises, and I did that so much that I kind of ran out, and I just started picking like an actor and just binging their whole filmography. And Robin Williams was the first one I did.
Dude,
cool.
I routinely go on like when Robin Williams died, that was like my Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Right? Like I loved him because I grew up watching his movies on VHS, all that stuff. And the weird thing was he looked so much like my dad.
Yeah.
So like when I would see him in the movies, it would be like even more like exciting. You know, but it would be like, oh, that's like the nice version of my dad.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's really cool. And so I was really emotional when he died in 2014.
And when he died, I was supposed to go to the Grammys, and it was supposed to be so fun. And it was so gloomy, and it was so inconvenient.
Yeah,
excellent
that
callback.
sucks.
Yeah.
Dude.
All right,
Holy
what's
shit.
your next question?
Okay, what do you think happens to you after you die? Speaking of what dreams may come.
Speaking of what dreams may come. I would like to think, because I don't know, even though I come from a like deeply religious background, I don't know what version of heaven I believe in. But I do think that there's a lot of I don't know, which is like the true answer is I don't know. But I do think there is something I do think the energy goes somewhere, which is why I think that like logically people believe in reincarnation, because like the energy has to go somewhere physically in the world. But I also think that if there's something bigger than us, and I suspect there is, or at least I feel responsible in believing there is, that it goes there, and I don't have much clarity onto the details or who, why, and how. But,
you know what's funny? 9 out of 10 comedians say something similar.
Yeah.
And then everybody else that's not like a comedian is like a little bit different. I don't know what it is, what the connection, because there's like the comedian connection to that death thing. And then the other thing is like, you touched on it too. Like your two favorite Robin Williams movies are like the like sad ones or like, dramas. And there was a thing that I was reading or watching a couple months ago that was just like the reason why comedic actors are so good in drama roles is because that's like the real cycling of energy that they're able to like transfer, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like through the sadness and through like the trauma and whatever, they find humor.
Right.
Yeah.
So like to actually like the finding humor is them exerting energy and pushing it out. And the drama and going in that like recluse and like sad thing is actually their static state that they're able to naturally go. And that's why it's so believable for them.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. And it doesn't surprise me that comedians are the ones that try to like reach or go a little more in depth with how they take on a question like that. Because I think one of the things, there's a lot of things that attracts us to doing comedy, and a lot of them are simple and shallow and fun, and they should be. But I also think that there is this like, I want to sort of work out how I feel about life out loud, and I like to dig into it. And there's stuff that I can make jokes out of, but I'm more fascinated by the stuff that I kind of can't and don't know what my stance is, because you got to have a strong take for comedy. And I think that there's something about what we can't truly or authentically have a strong take on something we don't really know or have enough information on. And I think that fascinates us. But yeah, I do think, because I am deeply fascinated by a lot of those bigger subjects, I will say, just to like tag this on to my answer, is I do think that we put different connotations on a lot of religious language, but I do think that we are often just trying to describe the same thing. I think even when someone says the universe, God, self, manifestation, stars, whatever it is, I do think that we are aiming at the same thing. And I do think that earnestly aiming at that will yield yields similar results for everybody. We all just have different frameworks. So my background might give it more of like a like vaguely Christian framework, but I don't think it's so much different from in Eastern religions framework of how they approach the same question.
Got you. I've got a question kind of on that same kind of deeper context, and I mean this with the utmost respect. It seems like you've gone through some serious stuff in your life, meaning you were married.
Yeah.
The marriage didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
You probably have a large fund of knowledge of how you would handle things differently in the future. Can you comment on some of those things? Like if you found yourself in a relationship now or in the future, how would you do things differently?
Yeah, I think the main thing I would do differently is probably on the journey to making that like big commitment. I think I would be taking stock of what's working and what isn't, and what's compatible and what's not. I think one of the things that made my marriage more unique was that we were best friends before that, and I think that when both of us took the step into dating, there was this sort of like implied, like, this is going to be my person.
Yeah.
And I also, what I thought was trying to be good boyfriend, good partner, selfless, ended up being kind of arrogant, which was this idea of like, if there's anything that's not working, I can fix it. And there's nothing I can't fix and nothing I can't make work.
Right,
and
because
nothing
the
I can't
bones are
do this.
there. It's
Sure.
Right.
100%. So it became the situation where once we found ourselves married and things weren't working and things that any issue that was pre-existing got bigger, and then of course new things came up, and we just like had this distance going on, and there was this idea of like, well, I can just fix it. I can, if me trying to be more helpful is smothering her, I can be more lax. If I can do this, so I give her this space or this help or provide this or whatever it is, and that was me not recognizing that like I can't control everything, even though I thought I wasn't being controlling because I basically wanted everything to like serve making the marriage work. I also realized that internally I was like, I am in control in the sense that it's not that the details of it are everything I want, but it's I won't let this fail, so I can control being whatever it needs to be. And then sometimes like it's just not supposed to work though.
Right,
and it
because
shouldn't have gotten to that stage.
You trusted destiny too much.
100%.
Right? Yeah.
I trusted destiny too much, and
destiny is a fickle black woman.
and he's met her. Destiny, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
She works at
Yeah, she won't text me back.
yeah, she
Um,
won't. But
which
that
strip
was the
club does
best-
Destiny work
yeah,
at?
yeah, Destiny works at all of them. She cleans up.
But yeah, I just think that more so like, just because you've been with somebody for a long time, if you haven't made those vows yet, still just take an honest, like, sometimes that's as far as something's supposed to go, you know? And so it was just a relationship that seemed like it was meant to be, seemed like a dream come true. We sort of over promoted it and realized that we shouldn't have too late. And we have a great relationship being split. We have a great like no kids, which obviously is makes things a little simpler, easier. Grateful for that. But we have a great like respect and friendship. We don't talk much, but like if we're in the same city, there's nothing weird about seeing her.
Well, you also probably have a lot of mutual friends too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what are
yeah.
green lights? Like going forward, what are some things that you like, wow, this is a really good indication I should be in a relationship with this person?
Here's a big one for me is and this is just like, this is more of a feel-ish thing, but I'm in a relationship now, and it's and it's the first time that it doesn't matter how much time I've spent with her, I don't need recharging time.
Oh, relax, dude. She's
know what I
not
mean?
watching this.
Yeah. But that's true, and that's the biggest green flag is like I can be like, it's funny because we're performers, right? So we're like professionally social and on and engaging, but like I am the opposite once I go home, right? And so it's hard for me to, in my like off time or when I'm clocked out from work stuff have to like feel like I'm on.
Yeah.
And have to be like so like engaging and receiving so much energy and stuff. So there's something that's really nice to be around like a calming and easy energy.
That's why I picked my wife, dude. You got you know like if you're able to hang out with them when the batteries are dead, you're good. Yeah.
Yep, 100%.
Right.
Yeah. And then I mean just all the I'd say the other green flag is just you sort of find out your like conflict styles, and I'd say that a green flag for me is when both sides in a conflict feel like they're not just waiting to say their point, but are like actually receiving and respecting, and like there's something about not needing to just like resort to a cheap shot or say like, well, then it's just not going to happen or whatever. That happens in a lot of relationships.
Right.
Whereas to me, a green flag is one where genuinely both sides will be like, oh, I get why it was received that way. It was, even though that was my intention, I see that like that how it came out the other side, like whatever it is that like is trying to reach across the aisle and not just trying to win. I guess that's the simple way, is like that a conflict resolution isn't about point scoring.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, keeping tabs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The other thing that I would do if I went back into the dating scene, knock on wood, but I would immediately, any girl I'm dating, introduce the idea of bringing a cucking chair into the bedroom and see how she reacts to that. So if she's actually all for it, you dump her, you get away. You know, it's a test.
There you go.
I thought you were going to say you were going to get all your venereal diseases fixed.
Yeah, that too, probably. But like, no, you know, you see if they're okay with you being a cuck, and you don't want that.
What if she wants to be in the chair?
Oh, meaning watching you fuck somebody else?
You don't wife her because there's a catch too. That's too good to be true. There's a catch. You don't want that. You almost got me there. You almost got me. No, but that's actually probably a worse flag.
And that's our show, guys. We're gonna wrap it on that.
Oh, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, anywhere. So just I'm Isaac Knox, not I am, just I'm. And also check out, so my crew is called Freed Apps, and I'm just going to plug the show we've been working on called Lyrical Miracle. It'd be great to get you guys involved with too. Cool. So it's a show called Lyrical Miracle. My team of freestyle rappers host it. Comedians come on, do a set about a famous song's lyrics, take it however they want, rip it apart, give it a new spin. And then we riff on that and make a brand new song with a live band based on the comedian's set. It's so cool. We just started the social media rollout, and we're doing the next live show in January.
Yeah, that sounds
sick.
dope,
Yeah.
dude. Fuck yeah.
All right,
cool.
so thank you so much, Isaac Knox, for showing up to close the door behind you. We'll see you next time.
Appreciate it.
Bye.